Southern Vangard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and right in front of me in that little bitty computer screen is my man.
Oh, yeah. Yo, edit South Memphis, Tulane Chino, motherfucking Meeks. Southern Vanguard Radio. What's up with y'all, man? Big homie, what's happening,
it's
man?
Eddie and not an Edward.
Yeah, it's Eddie, man. What's up with you? What's up with your homie, man? Must be Sunday night.
Oh, man, I'm glad to be here. As always.
Yeah, you know it.
As always, man. What did we do last week? I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know we had a mixed show, but who did we have on the show last week? Oh, fucking A+.
Architect and fucking A+.
That's right.
Stop playing.
That's right. A+ from the Mighty Hieroglyphics and the Architect. Yeah. That was a fucking great week last week.
Hell yeah.
We had
Shit got promoted.
Shit got promoted. The artist actually posted the artwork in the interview. And
such a productive week.
God damn, it's amazing when that shit happens.
Such a productive week.
Wow,
man.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to them. And we played a bunch of new joints, got in a Dune tribute there on the third set, told some Dune stories.
Real quick, if y'all motherfuckers ain't listened to that third set of episode 275, you bugging. Like that shit right there was top notch. That shit was high post, whatever adjectives you want to put on it. The homie went in on that third set. Y'all might want to get down on that.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Meeks. You said you said that's all you were rolling to last week.
Oh, that was it. Once I got to that third set, I was like, oh, this shit just got crucial. It was official, homie.
Yeah,
it was
man.
official.
So go back and check episode 275. It's filled with all kinds of goodness.
Yeah, and our official 6-year anniversary episode.
That's right. 6 years of Southern Vanguard Radio. Can you fucking believe it?
No doubt.
6 years we've been doing this shit, man. It still bugs me out, man. How was your weekend, Mix?
Yeah. The weekend was cool.
Yeah.
Sent my daughter back to school yesterday.
All right, big jazz.
We got up real early yesterday and went and had breakfast. Had a good time at breakfast. Me and my two daughters, and came back to the house and packed her car up and
sent
her on her way.
All right.
Yeah, she hit me up when she made it. She said she was good. So
okay.
Yep. One more semester to go. We'll see if she can hit the dean's list for the third time in a row. I'm pretty sure she will.
Yes, sir.
She almost up out of there, homie.
I know.
It's crazy.
It happens fast, doesn't it? Damn.
It's crazy. It's quick as hell. It's quick as hell. She graduated 2018. She's a junior already.
Wait, she's a junior right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Like the rest of the time she's at school, she's just taking her major classes. Like she's done. She just got to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just got to get through, man. So, in the blink of an eye, homie. Yeah, it's almost a wrap.
That's crazy.
I could start living off of her ass.
Well, you did say that the bills were starting to already lighten up. You could just kind of tell that.
When she come home, everything doubles up. Water, gas. I started getting warnings from Xfinity about I'm about to
data
reach
usage
threshold. Man, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, man? Motherfucking food bills go up and shit. I just be like, man, when you leaving?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's like I told her yesterday, man. It's always a pleasure to have her home. We miss her tremendously when she down there, but we constantly in contact with her, man.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's just different not having her in the house. So
yeah, no doubt.
But it's cool, man. I'm happy for her, man. She killing that shit.
Yeah, so she is.
I just want to.
That's no surprise. That's no surprise.
Nah, it's not. It's not. But yeah, we had a good time with her over the break. So
beautiful.
Time to get back to work.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yep. What about you?
It was good, man. Just still trying to I guess recover from Christmas and just us just kind of being sidelined for a couple of weeks back in December. So it's good. We just took it light. I mean, it's brick outside, so
yeah, man. Hey, my man Troy Tarico. Shouts out to Tarico, man. My used to be my partner in crime on this rap shit. He just moved to Texas, man, like 10 minutes outside of Austin.
Oh, word?
It snowed in Texas this weekend.
No shit.
Like big time.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking we was going to get some of that shit here because it is definitely brick out. It's like a different kind of cold outside.
Oh, yeah. Right now, you mean here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is. You know,
it's different. I thought at any moment this weekend we was going to see some flakes, but it didn't work out. But he posted a video today. It snowed like a motherfucker.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, this time of year.
They just moved out there from Cali, so I know that was culture shock for their ass.
And on a number of fronts.
Hell yeah.
That's the thing, man. It's January 10th in Atlanta. You could be out in fucking shorts in this bitch. I mean, you know, you never know.
Exactly. It's been somewhat of a real winter here.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, just keeping it tight, man. Just, you know, low profile, just trying to get through winter, man. That's really what's up. So
that's what's up. Cool.
Well, yeah, let's get into this shit. Enough of the banter and the small talk and bullshit. This is Southern Vangard Radio. My name's DJ John Doe. This guy over here is his name is Eddie, like I mentioned earlier. Eddie Cappuccino, South Memphis, motherfucking East Macklemore Meeks, to be specific. And we do this little rap podcast here twice a week. This is our 6-year anniversary. On Tuesdays, it's a mix show. All the latest and greatest, brand new hip hop, cut up and sliced up like it should be, mixed and tricks and all that shit. And Meeks and I just talking the awfulest bunch of shit you ever heard, usually inebriated. And then on Thursdays, it's an interview session. Thursdays is an interview session. We get into, you know, we get into our fucking I don't know, Walter Cronkite or I don't know, whatever the fuck on Thursdays. And
straight journalism is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Real deal journalism, man.
Exactly. So that's on Thursdays. Like we mentioned, A+ and The Architect were last week. The week prior was Dr. Butcher and CJ Moore.
No doubt.
We had Corona Queens legends. Before that, we had Mayhem of EMS. There's 230 some odd interviews on top of the 276 mix shows on all your platforms: SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Stitcher Radio, and Meeks. We have some folks that help us spread the word worldwide, don't we?
Yes, our affiliates consist of atlhiphop.com. I am Classic rawradio.net, return of the BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all those here in Atlanta. And then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Well, what a fucking grand entrance, because, you know, we have, we're supposed to have two folks on the phone with us tonight. And one of them has been here.
We got two.
Well, one of them has been here for some time. We thought the other one had maybe disappeared in a alien spaceship.
Sorry, we had two. I'm impressed right now.
Fucking impeccable timing. Dope. So these two gentlemen are favorites here at Southern Vangard Radio. We've been playing their music.
I wouldn't expect nothing less from the Ghawd.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't expect nothing less, man.
Word. All right, so let's just cut straight to it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the one and only Eddie Kaine and Wavy to Ghawd.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Yeah.
Wavy,
what up?
Man?
I seen.
Oh, John Doe. Thanks for having us, man.
Wavy.
There he is.
What's good?
Happy New Year, Wavy.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
What's up, boy? Oh, what's good, man? What's the word? What's up, boy?
Oh, man. That's impeccable timing, Wavy. We just got through all like 10 minutes of bullshit that you didn't want to hear that we forced Eddie to sit through. So, yeah, man, good timing.
I figured there was an interval time, man. It was still a window.
Right.
See,
You know what it is.
This guy.
Yeah.
Most radio shows do that most of the time in the beginning. Like, you know, there was a time to capitalize because I was having technical difficulties. You dig?
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
I'm here now. We here.
It worked out. So yeah, thank both of y'all for being here. As we mentioned, we're big fans of both y'all.
Yeah.
And I guess, the most current project that you guys dropped off at the end of last year, 12/24. Let's dig straight into that. It's a great story with you and Wavy. Eddie, Wavy, I don't know who wants to start, but, give us the rundown on what 1224 is about.
You ready?
All right. So, when I met Wavy, you know what I'm saying? Me and him got real cool, and we started just sharing music and stuff with each other. He would throw me beats, and I'll send him back tracks. But once me and him started hanging out, I started to notice that it was like too common that it always occurred that he would finish my sentences. And a lot of the ideas that I would bring to him would be like basically the same ideas that he probably didn't get to say to me, or vice versa. He'll say something to me and I'll be like, you know what? I was thinking that too. Until one day I asked him, yo, when's your birthday? And he said in December. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, all right. He's either Sagittarius or Capricorn. I was like, what day? He said the 24th, man. My heart dropped, man. Wow. I was like, yo, we got the same birthday, bro. Yeah. And then it's like everything came together. Everything made sense as to how he could finish my sentences, and me and him shared the same ideas. And it was just on from there. You know, we just shared a special kind of bond. And we've been had this project planned since probably about 2019, but we didn't get to it that year. We were both busy that year doing a lot. So when 2020 came around, with the pandemic and all, we just knew at some point in time, we got to buckle down and give him this 1224 project. So that's basically how it came about. Like everything is just self-explanatory as far as the title and all. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and Wavy deciding, to give our fans and supporters a gift for our birthday. Word.
I gotta ask, man, like growing up for both of y'all, this question's for both of y'all. Like growing up, what was it like having your birthday on Christmas Eve? Like, man, you felt slighted. Like it was some shit. Like, yo, you were getting shit till tomorrow. Like, what was that like, man?
And they used to play pranks on me all the time, man. They used to they let me pick one gift from under the tree. And 99.9% of the time, it'll be underwears. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the action figures with the Kung Fu.
Right.
But they slighted me every time, bro. Like they did.
Yeah. I believe it, man. I got
that's one of my daughters.
Yeah, my daughter's birthday. One of my daughters is I got two daughters in December, the 21st and on the 6th. And then I got a niece on January the 9th. Her birthday was just yesterday. So I know those birthdays at the end of the year, beginning of the year can be kind of hard, man. So
yeah. For me, it was cool at first. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, Mom, Dukes, and Pops, they made sure they separated it, and they made that a big thing. Family come through. If anybody come through, we celebrate Eddie's birthday before we celebrate Christmas. But
that's dope.
As I got a little older, you know what I'm saying, and you start to hang out and have your friends and all of that, then you notice that, your friends got families too, and everybody got families. It just ended up, you know what I'm saying, as one big celebration. But, as far as I try my best to, try to have my day and Christmas with the fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So was it, talk about how special it was to be able to drop a project on 1224.
Man, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. Go ahead, Wave. You want to go?
Yeah, I felt like it was different, man, because I got into production, make music, whatever, and I never thought that I would drop a project that was insignificant and cohesive with my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Even down to the cover.
Right.
We dropped the project at 12:24 a.m.
So y'all ran
everything was just dope.
Y'all ran that thing just right, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We had to, man. We knew if we was gonna go, we might as well go all the way, man. And it was dope. It was dope, and it's definitely something dope to look back on. Even though they say not to make projects, based on holidays sometimes because it'll come and go, and you know what I'm saying. Before you know it, we in a whole new year, so people wouldn't want to go back to something. But the significance behind that project is just so real to me and heartwarming that I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but I'll always listen to that project as a fan and supporter myself because I'm just like, it's just you don't come across things like this in life often. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big deal for me that I finally got a project out on my birthday, and on top of that, the person who did all the production on it is, you know what I mean, one of my closest friends. It's his birthday too. That's dope, super dope.
Word. And real quick, shouts out to PECUE Design, Pat Quinn. The cover is immaculate, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Y'all really put a well-rounded project together, man. So salute to y'all, man.
Talk to us about the art. What's significant about the artwork for the album?
Wavy.
Man, the artwork, man. We got like The Nightmare Before Christmas on there, man, because everybody thought that this was gonna be like a Christmas album, like it's gonna be like all like, like ho ho and
jingle bells and shit.
Yeah. Like, Eddie and Wavy sing Bing Crosby's favorites or some shit.
Hell yeah.
The cover really like speaks volumes, man, because it's from that era. Like we're both from that era in the way that. And that movie's a classic, man. Like, it has a significance in everybody's household, man, because it, like, kind of, like, sheds dark in the light. Like, there is, you heard the difference between me and Eddie, how we grew up. Like, the way, the way they handled his birthday and mine was completely different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, basically, it had the Nightmare Before Christmas vibes on there.
Shouts out to Tim Burton.
And that was the Eddie Kaine. That was the Eddie Kaine idea in a way. It's like it's just that cover was like a mashup between the both of us. Because he made a call on that on that character.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted like a retro
grimy. Vibe. Yeah, it got to be grimy. Fuck everything else.
that retro vibe. I was like. Is that retro, grimy / abstract,
You gotta look real hard. You can pick out certain things out the cover. We got 3 trophies on there, Yeah.
We just wanted to make something good, something special. Have a little subliminal stuff in there,
Real nice.
Wavy and Eddie, how do you guys know one another? How'd you meet?
Man, the universe, my friend, the universe.
Right. Yeah,
like literally everybody just like, it was almost like synchronicity, man. Like everybody ended up in the same spot at the same time at this right moment. Literally.
No better way to put it.
There's no better way to put it that way. Like to say it, because it went down exactly that way. Like we went to a show in Brooklyn. Shout out to K Burns. You know what I'm saying? Now, and we did this show. No, I just showed up there, just to, see the guys that I've been working with, because given that I was new in town, I just moved into NYC. I just wanted to meet a couple of people and network. I didn't meet Eddie that night, but he was definitely there.
I was there.
I didn't cordially meet him that night, but like he was there. But it was another time. There was a song. I peeped that he was on a song with the homie Rim. And it was for your joint. It was for the 2K joint.
Okay. The 2K19, probably Overkill. Yeah. Yeah,
Overkill. That shit, yo, I became a fan of Eddie Kaine off of that shit.
Gotcha.
You feel me? Like, and then I reached out. I think I reached out to him, because I already see that he's rocking with somebody that I already got acquainted with, which was Rim. Because when I first got to NYC, the first people that I touched base with was Rome STREETZ and Rim, and Rim the Villain.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Then after that, it was like, it was Kano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And also BUB ROCK. BUB ROCK, I was chopping up with, those were like the core people I was like rocking.
And he
with.
performed, and BUB ROCK performed at that show that night too, where we at that place that we was all at.
He sure did.
That was my first time meeting everybody too. I got the invite from Rim. Yeah, I got the invite from Rim to come to the show, and I went to go see him perform. But in the midst of me being at that show that night, I met K Burns, BUB ROCK, Sauce Heist. I met all of those guys, and ended up talking to Wavy through Rem when he reached out to me or whatever, and I didn't even know Wavy was at that show. Me and him ended up talking about it, and he was like, yo, you was there? And I was like, yeah, like, you was there? And then, you know, it was history from there. All of us ended up just clicking up and moving like a big family, man. We all talk every day. We all talk on a regular. We all hang out with each other. And I'm talking about as far as BUB ROCK, Rome Streets, Rem, me, Wavy. And ever since then, it's been like an unbreakable bond with all of us, you know, like a real strong brotherhood.
Jokes all day.
Jokes all day.
I believe that.
Jokes all day, man.
Especially when
like
you throw Rem in the mix.
Guys, it's crazy.
Rem, a professional comedian. That shit is real funny.
Tasteless jokes, dry jokes, good jokes. It's jokes all day, man.
Man. The guys.
What's up?
The guys.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's
well, man, real quick, how's 1224 been received, and what kind of moves y'all plan on making with this album? Because it's virtually brand new. Going into the next year, what's the plan for pushing it on through this year?
We just gonna keep working on it, and me and Wavy, we trying to work out a vinyl situation. We trying to work out some hard copies. We just dropped a rare form video, probably a week now. We dropped the first visual from the project, and we're going to cook up another visual for the project too, because, you know, I like to give people something to see. I don't just like to give them, you know, the music. I want them to see what's going on out here with us. And that's how we're going to do. We're going to work this project all the way, man. We're going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Word.
Nice.
I want everybody to hear it, you know?
No doubt.
Probably get some physicals going as well, man. Physicals.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Oh, man.
So why now, guys? Like, why, you know, you guys have been talking about doing this. Like, did you just have time in your schedule and calendars to get it done, or?
Yeah, I mean, aside from us having time to get it done, I just feel like, you know, it was just 2020 was just such a crazy year for all of us, you know, with the COVID situation and everything going on, that it's not a time to just put out music to where there's no like substance to it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as me working and finishing out the year, me and Wavy just decided to, you know, click up and give the people something where we feel, you know, it makes sense and it's something right. And you're not just listening to a bunch of raps, but you have real heartfelt lyrics written, and he really took his time and made these beats for this project. We gave the people some hard work, you know, before the year was out. And I just feel like, you know, it was needed. It was needed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm speaking too highly of the project, but if you really listen, you know, yeah, you know, I just tried to, you know, I tried to keep it as 100 as I can, and as down to earth as I can on the lyrics. And it was just a real important piece that we had to get out for the people. Like, we couldn't play and have to sit around another year without just the idea of dropping the project. We had to do it.
Yeah.
Had to.
What was the work dynamic like? Was y'all in the same rooms creating this? Or, I mean, just speaking of COVID and everything that's been going on with that, was y'all in the same rooms, or was y'all flying stuff to each other back and forth? How'd that go?
Yeah, at times. At times. I think we were in the same room. Yeah, a couple of times. But for the most part, when he was in his creative space, I was probably on the move. So I'll get some joints from him. And when I'm in the mood to go to the studio and cook up, I cook up and then I send them back to him. And that's basically how it came about. Okay,
so Eddie, you set up at the crib to do work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you need to do, and same thing with you, Wavy. So that's cool, y'all. I'm glad y'all got that in place. But it's also real good that if y'all wanted to get in the same room, y'all could do that, man. I'm sure y'all keeping it safe and all that, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, separate spliffs and all that.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I gotta ask, what was a skit with your girl, Kaine, asking for new music at the end of the year? Was that Was that a real conversation that happened at some point, or who was that?
That's the wifey, man.
That's your wife, okay.
That's the wife. And that actual recording right there, that was a little fabricated, but it came from a real conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because after Peace to my brother Rem, after we dropped the BK Caminate's project, you know, me and Wavy, we spoke about
a project, by the way, yo.
I appreciate it, man.
That shit was hard, man.
No doubt. Thanks a lot. Woo. You know, me and Wavy, we spoke about it, and I was all in to do what it do, but it's like she gave me like the extra push to like nigga, don't play, like go crazy on him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I was a little done. It was the project came out in October, so my whole thing was like, shit, the year's almost over. Let's just ride it out. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, man, listen, man, if you don't do it now, y'all gonna bullshit waiting a whole nother year to do it. Get off your ass and do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that skit came about. Word.
That shit's dope. She was running.
What was your Go ahead, homie.
I was just gonna say it was dope. She was running down the list, man. She had the fucking list out. I mean, she was going for hers, and then
ready to turn my pockets inside out, man.
Right. And then
Gucci shoes, Louis Vuitton bag, this, that, all that, man. Yeah, that's
she wanted matching shoes.
For real. Yeah, man.
Wavy, what was your motivation for getting the project out at the end of the year? Like, if it was, I don't know. Was it about timing, or you just felt confident and being able to release some music around that time of the year? What was your motivation?
Well, my honest opinion, my honest answer on that one, I was bloodthirsty, man. I was at this guy for like a good little minute, but like I really wanted to get some music out. You know what I'm saying? And I believed in my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that goes for anybody in my camp. So I was really like this bloodthirsty to just get some music out. Like my whole attitude. Huh?
I said you wasn't playing. I will stand by that. You was not playing about that project.
I was getting. You know, I was over passionate about it. And this is not like during when we was actually putting 1224 together in itself. But like I'm talking about like the energies that brought it to this point. Mm-hmm. Like we were like there was a lot of passion behind it, man. Like on my end, I know it was like, and then he came and from when he seen that, I think that he just, you know, he reciprocated the same energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he spoke his life on wax. You know, like. That's what he did.
Wavy, no, he don't got to ask twice. You know what I'm saying? I got him. Like, when he wants music from me, he got it. And this was a project. So, you know, he had to really put the fire under my ass because I'm like, you sure? Like, you really want to do this? Because, you know, I'm just, like, we talked about this 1224 so much, and we wanted it to be perfect. And, you know, as much as we like to think, because he liked to tell me that we had a lot of time to put it together, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got people pushing me. So I was like, you know what, bro? Let's go hard. Let's give them some, you know what I mean?
People want to see it. They want to see
it. So it was motivation surrounding the whole shit, and y'all didn't have a whole lot of time. Like, what's the time frame we talking about? A matter of weeks, months, what?
I would say, what you think, Wavy? I think I
8 months.
I was asking Wavy for beats up until the day, probably about 2 days before the project was finalized.
Realistically, that project was made in a month.
Yeah.
Man, y'all weren't playing.
Like in a month. One day we was at Rim, and like we was sitting there shooting the shit. Fucking this guy comes and like puts on the random beats out of the beat pack I gave him, and he starts reciting his raps from the album. He said he knows every rap. Like he had a tiny desk concert for me, Rim, another homie that was there. Like this, and me and this nigga, me and Rim was blown by this shit. We was a pause, but we was like, yo, what the fuck? This guy had a tiny like me and Rim looked at each other. This guy had a whole concert right in the room right here.
He was ready.
That's dope.
New music.
Yeah.
New music.
That's dope.
Like I was amazed by that shit. I was like, when it wasn't like one, you know, one person just recites like one rap. Like, hey,
I think I did 6 joints. I think I did like 6 or 7.
He did like an EP worth of albums live.
That's crazy
For us. Live.
That's
crazy.
Like he was in concert.
Yeah, you're pitching for your life, man. You up on a fucking
Like he was rapping for Diddy or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, type shit.
That's the energy my bros bring out of me, man. I won't do that for nobody else but them, man. And
that was a good experience.
Yeah, the comfortability level is through the roof with my brothers, man. You know, like, that's what I want people to know. You know, fans and supporters on the outside looking in. Like, you know, I saw one person on the Rare Form video that I just dropped. The comments on the YouTube, like the YouTube comments is good. Somebody said good cameos. And I appreciate that. But these are not cameos. Like, you see Rome Streets, you see Rim, you see Wait. Like, these are my brothers. Like, these are guys that I'm hanging with when the camera's off, when the microphones is off, when it ain't no studio. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want everybody to know, like, this brotherhood is real. It's real. Word.
That's why I love you guys so much, man, because I can tell that. Like, the music you can hear in the music and just the way that you guys move, like, it's just different. And I haven't really seen that out of a collective of, you know, generally speaking, New York-based artists in a while. That's why I fuck with you guys so tough. And it's so interesting, too, is it like, you know, you're talking about how personal this project was for you guys at the end of the year. You know, we talked to BUB, Meeks, a month ago, something like that?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
And I feel like BUB kind of did the same thing, too. Like, he thought he was done, and then he went back in for Peace of Mind. And, I mean, you guys are just dropping fucking, like, I mean, you listen to the shit and you're like, wow, you really took your, like, a lot of time with this and did this and that. But it just feels like it was just, like, it's just this emotion and energy that is just kind of, you know, and then you throw in the project that Rim did for his mother at the end of the year. I was just like, oh my God, like these fucking guys are just like, they're just on some other shit. And I told BUB too, like, my favorite record of 2020 is no shit is the Love joint off Peace of Mind, right? I tell BUB that I had damn near harassed BUB when that record came out because I loved that goddamn record so much. But I told him, I was just like, I'm so glad to see you guys like going to another level lyrically and emotionally because you just can't stay like mired down in just this underground rap shit all the time. Like you've got to like folks got to grow. You know what I mean?
Expand
like,
it. Yeah.
One thing I want to say about the team is that it's like with us, we kind of based ourselves on. We never even all established this together, but we base ourselves on our lives, you know, being other people's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And we know that that's our role, and we know that that's our job. So the best thing that we can do for the people is actually give them our emotion at the current time and the things that we going through and stories in our life. And, you know, try to, you know, give them as heartfelt stories and emotion as we can, which will explain, you know, Bub's situation with Peace of Mind. You know what I'm saying? Bub was really, you know, tapped out for a minute.
Right.
To where we couldn't find Bub for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, yo, you heard from Rock? No, I didn't hear from him. You heard from Rock? No, I haven't heard from him. And that's when he put that project together. Like, and I understand it a lot because, you know, we all put a lot of emotion into our music, and he really had to get away and get a peace of mind to come, you know, to get himself together and work on his art. And we all understood it. And you see the way it's received, you know, people love it because people gravitate towards honesty and realness. You know, nobody wants to listen to fabricated, you know, zapping and lapping and
that shit played out. That shit played the fuck out. No
people
doubt.
Want real, you know?
Yeah.
So,
no doubt.
Yo, speaking of real, man, what was I I don't know what did it take and what did it feel like for both of y'all to make appearances on Felicia's Son, knowing what Rem was dealing with, and I mean the way it wasn't a whole lot of information about that project until it dropped. Like so what roles did you guys actually play in being featured on that record?
Wave, you want to go?
Yeah, like Rim's the bro, man. Like he hit me up, like I don't want to hold up. Like when he hit me up about that, I'm just gonna try to like make it as, because I don't want to get too much into detail about that, because I don't want to put his business.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Like, but he was like, yo, he gave me the record, right? And he was like, yo, this is my mom's favorite song, man. You think you could flip this? And I was like, yo, whoa. I'll do it in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, 30 minutes passed. I got it done. You know, because I haven't, prior to that, I didn't really, you know, I heard what happened with his mother. I sent my condolence, and I haven't really heard, you know, it wasn't really responsive, you know?
Right.
You know, so, I was worried for the bro for a bit, but, you know, it's natural shit. This, you know, it's human shit when we all lose somebody, you know, like, you know, they have to get a bearing on ourselves. Sometimes we got to hear ourselves think for a bit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And don't talk to other people. But like, then he finally comes to me and he talks to me about music, and I'm like, all right, you know, my bro's back, you know, like, you know, so I flipped it for him, and that's how the project was introduced to me. And it was like a shotgun project, you know?
Right.
Yeah. It was like, I didn't even know I was going to get. The funny thing is, I'll tell you another funny thing about that. I felt good knowing that I did that record for him, because his brother that is on the song, I've been trying to get them to rap with each other on the same song for the longest. Ain't that, like, you can ask Kaine. I've been trying to get them to, and look how, you know, I don't want to say it like this, but it had to take something like that for them to go on the song.
Yeah. Yo,
you know,
who was Rem's brother? I don't know that.
Oh, that's shout out to O-Dog, man.
Okay.
That's his brother and his sister on that track, I believe. Right?
Yeah, that's bro and his sis.
Nice. Nice.
That's dope.
And when it came up, he told me about the situation, and I was just crushed. And even though he did go into a period where he was unresponsive, I just, you know, still sent him texts and still gave him my love, and I still offered to, you know, check on him because I'm not too far from him, and everything was cool. And he told me about putting a project together, and you know, shout out to Rem. You know, he explained how he was inspired, you know, by the Nezzy Star project I released, and I'm like, you know, bro, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. I stand by the project 100%. And then he asked me, then he told me he had a record that he wanted me to get on. And initially, I didn't want to get on the project because I felt like, you know, this is something so serious and something so substantial to your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, are you sure you want me to rap
right
on this project? You know what I'm saying? You want me to rap? And he was all the way with it. And me and him ended up recording our record the day before the release of the project. He called me. The day before he called me through, and it was so cold in Brooklyn, and I believe it was the day the blizzard was coming to the city. It was a blizzard while I first at his house.
It's rain, all type of shit.
Yeah, and the blizzard started while I was recording at his house, but I had to get there and do that for my bro, man. And he got the track mixed down that night, and he dropped the project the next day, you know? So I was just he took me into consideration to be a part of it because I know that's something serious. You know, his mom is featured on every track, some excerpts of her voice and, you know, skits and stuff. So, you know, I just wanted to come through for my bro, you know?
That's dope. Real dope.
That's deep, man. Wow. Peace to Rim.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Peace to Big Bro.
All right, so I was going to ask you guys. I'm going to pivot real quick. I was telling you guys about my favorite record of 2020. I want to ask you guys about my second favorite record of 2020. And this is when I was like, these guys are on some other shit. This is goddamn Avion Flu.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, what in the fuck were you guys on making that shit? Wavy, talk to me about this.
24 moment.
Dude.
Yeah, man, shout out to Sky Zoo, man. There's another dude who shared the same birthday as us, man.
Oh, word?
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, somebody tell me about this record, man.
How you come up with that?
Rehearsed. It just
I was blown back when I heard it, too. Talk to him.
Man, I don't know, man. I just... Like, Rim came to me and he was like, yo, like, we need some beats for this project or whatnot. And like, I gave him like a, just a small little package of beats. I guess that beat stood out because it had a little bird effects in there. Everybody keeps like, oh, fuck the birds in the background and shit. Everybody, it's to the point that Sky Zoo even referenced it in the fucking verse. Fucking, I don't know, because I think, like, it just gave me nostalgia from an old Timbaland record from back in the day, that Aaliyah shit.
Right. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when I made that, I had that in mind. But it was like a BoomBap record. You feel me? So every time I do shit on nostalgia, like, it has like its own little hidden thing. Like it'll take you back to a time where I was in high school or middle school. That same feeling I got when I first heard shit like that,
Yeah. I didn't go.
That's what I aim for when
I didn't go Timbaland Wavy. I went Nas's Like. I was thinking Premier because Premier's got the fucking birds and shit at the beginning of Nas's Like. Or the, I think he's right. Is it the birds or something? Nature sounds or some shit like that. So
some similar, yeah.
Yeah,
he did that shit too.
Yeah,
he did
right.
that shit too on that record too as well.
Right.
He did it more in the ambient, in that more ambient way with those birds.
Right.
Timbaland did it with like a baby. He did it with like It's like these guys were just like mad scientists back then, like with the production. Like they were really trying to like stand out.
Yeah.
Unlike the guys today, like in the modern practical hip hop world, you can't tell who's who from what is what.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, damn, who made this beat? You think it's the same person? Oh.
It's funny you say that, Wavy. It's funny you say that because you're one of the few guys out right now. I think like when I feel like I've almost got you pegged. Like not that it doesn't sound like someone, like it sounds like Wavy. You know what I mean? Like I can hear some shit now and I'm just like, God damn, I was like, that sounds like Wavy. And I'll be goddamn if it isn't. You know what I mean? So again, I mean, one of the many reasons, like we're running y'all's records, man, because I just, you talk about the nostalgia, Wavy, and I mean, you're talking to two 40+ year old guys right here. So you talk about Premier and Large Pro and the Beat Nuts and fucking Marley Marl, and that's where we come from, right? So we get that feel from you guys. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, man, like that, and we trying to carry the tradition, and excel and and bring our own little oomph to it, like, because like it's just like martial arts, man. Like every practitioner, every master practitioner, like had their own way, and they passed it on to the next guy, and that next guy always put his own little thing into that martial art, his own part of the curriculum into the curriculum,
Right.
And as long as we keep true to that, you know, this shit will always stay alive. You know, like motherfuckers feel like this shit died like a good minute ago, but it didn't. It was just dormant. You know, it just needed to get refined.
Yeah.
We go there. Man, this is the music we grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? This is we trying to channel all of the things, all of the emotion we got. We listened to the albums in the early 2000s and in the late 90s and all of that. You know, early 90s.
I feel like this style of music was made to actually just carry a message, man, for like a real message. Like the motherfuckers got it screwed up and they forgot it. Like I feel like motherfuckers need to go back to the essence. They say that they are, but they don't because they're really using this shit as it really should. This shit is a tool. They don't understand that like the shit that we do is a tool, and that we're not utilizing it, and it's very powerful because we all know that music is powerful and impressionable to the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I mean, I heard motherfuckers say, like, oh, I'm not a role model, right? Like, but you gotta be a role model if you're an entertainer. No, it's part of the territory. No matter what, there's gonna be somebody looking up to you, no matter what you say or do. Yeah, you gotta. If you're an entertainer and if you're a good entertainer.
Yeah, but I will say this way because I've been,
no matter what.
Yeah, I've been put on. I've been put on Front Street about that shit before too. And it's one thing to take on the role of a role model. I mean, that's a whole lot easier said than done. But the flip side of that shit is if the people you catering to are not acknowledging you or accepting you as a role model, then it's just like, what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? It's just like, I mean, I could say for sure that, you know, it don't really even matter that you out here doing this and ABC and XYZ and you getting burned over here and burned over there. These little young cats over here don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They
obviously, man. Yeah. There's no value system.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The value system is like it's totally reprogrammed from how we came up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I came from the same class as you guys. I might be a little bit younger, but like I still come from that pedigree where like, okay, we got some type of value. Down to the women we choose and we deal with. You know what I'm saying? There's still there's still some sense of code of ethics.
Yeah. That's real.
Like, so I agree with you on that. They really don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, they don't. They just concerned with making the moves they making and things like that. I think for the most part they don't realize that they're trying to move the kind of moves that they're trying to make. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's probably gonna be short lived. And then you look around, or they look around and see you still pushing and making moves with your sound and how you approach it and everything like that. You know, hopefully they'll wake up and see that shit. That's I kind of keep hope alive on that aspect. You know what I mean?
I feel like later on down the line, these kids and the youth, they will have no choice but to go back or listen for hip hop with substance when they realize, damn, like these past couple of years, nobody been saying anything that counted. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's going to come around. It's definitely going to come back around.
I mean, I keep a lot of young cats around me, man. Like, I put them on. You know,
that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I try to do too. I try to do. They hang. They try to hang. Yeah, I listen to this and I listen to that and I like this.
Yeah, they already know the vibes. You know,
The only thing I don't like about my young boys that I have around me is that they consider the way I flow old school, and it's just crazy because I'm still young myself, and they'll say like, oh, they'll be like, yo, like, yeah, I was writing and all of that, and I'll be like, oh, all right, you put out some dope. Yeah, it was an old school joint. It was like some old school joint. I'll be like, yo. It'll be like a Jay-Z beat or some shit. And I'll be like, oh, shit. Like, oh, all right.
It's obvious Jay-Z beat, too.
Yeah, I tend to forget, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, even though we was brought up in that era, we have kids that was born and they was born to Lil Wayne being their GOAT. They was born to, you know what I'm saying? The Young Thugs and the Meek, like, you know, Chief Keef and all that.
Like, to their understanding, like, Young Thug is God, like, at one point. Like yo, for real. Imagine that. Imagine being born into the world and like, yo, who's the best rapper out? Like Future.
Yo. So I got a good quick story for that.
I almost threw my headphones across the room just now.
That boy got bars.
Yo, so listen to this story real quick. I have a 15-year-old son, right? So my wife and I went when Justin Timberlake came through Atlanta last time, whenever that was. We went, right? We went to the show at Phillips Arena, or State Farm Arena now, and T.I. came out, right? And so saw my son the next day. He was like, "Hey, how was the show?" And I was like, "Oh, it was great. Did this, did that, whatever." And he doesn't know. I was just like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Dude, it was crazy. T.I. came out," and he said, "Who's T.I.?" I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "Who's T.I.?" I'm like, and then it just like sunk in. I'm just like, this guy barely knows who T.I. and Wayne are. Like, to your point, like with like Young Thug and like Drake's almost old school for my 15-year-old son. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Drake is getting to that point. It's insane that like if you're looking at Drake, it's like he's going to the vet stage or like in his career.
It's wild.
And
he's been running for 10 years, right?
Oh yeah. But it's like we've been around. It's like these guys are still new cats to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I still listen to Wu-Tang. Like I still listen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Word. It's wild.
Hey, let me ask you a question. We were supposed to talk to Rim about this. Porterhouse Productions. And eventually it'll come back on the table. And I actually hope we can do Rim and Nicole Porter when we get around to talking about this. But what's it like to be affiliated with a virtually brand new label to the scene, and going back to what we was talking about possibly y'all getting some physical product out? Do y'all see Porterhouse Productions as a viable option for doing that, or do y'all got some other cats or some other organizations in mind as far as doing physical product? I don't know. Maybe you want to print your own stuff up. I don't know. I know a lot of cats are doing that too. What you think about Porterhouse though?
The best thing about Porterhouse with our situation is shout out to Nicole Porter and shout out to Rim. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I always have that outlet. You know what I'm saying? If I want to, do business with Porterhouse, but that's just another branch on the family tree. You know what I'm saying? Those is our good peoples, and they doing good business, and I stand behind them 100%. I just see them as a force to be reckoned with, from here on out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They make big moves. Word.
Definitely.
So what do you guys have, getting ready to launch in 2021, man? Can you guys talk about any of that? Or I know folks kind of like, drop shit out of nowhere now. So
try
to Beyonce this shit.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck that. Won't drop tonight.
No dates. No dates. No big setups. No dates.
Right? I said it on here.
Yeah, I have no dates in mind yet, but y'all could definitely count on some new music at some point in time. Like I'm gonna just keep going. The momentum is up. All of the feedback from the work is coming back, and it's great. And everybody's waiting for the next project. So I'm in gear to just keep going. It's not like I'm on a personal level. It's not like I'm not going through enough stuff to talk about. And I only spit my current life in my music. So I'll definitely, be going in for the rest of the year. That's me.
All right.
What's up? What you doing?
Wavy, what you doing, man?
Where is this guy?
Yeah. What's going on? What are you doing in 2021?
Y'all pardon me for.
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah. What's up? What you got?
I thought you were still going. My bad.
No, go ahead. Man, you rolling up?
All right. Well, shit. Well, I got my project coming out. Like Fear of God.
Mm-hmm.
I got a project with Ason Eastwood coming out.
Oh shit!
Sometime this year.
Oh, that's gonna be brutal. Big up Ason.
I got a project with Bang Belushi. Sometime this year. you know, I got, you know, me and Passport Rap is cooking up.
Oh, okay.
Who else, man? I know I got more, but I don't know if I can talk on it more.
That's enough.
Yeah, I know who you got too. I ain't saying nothing.
Wavy, I seen you in the lab with Large Pro, man. What's up with Large? What's up with Extra P? You been cooking up with Large?
Man, like Extra P, man, he's chilling, man. He's over there like just like digging for crates, doing the same thing he's been doing like forever, bro. Like,
yeah, okay.
Like he's good people's, man. I'm glad that I was able to like even sit down and be in the same room with him, and you know, him acknowledging my work and him giving me pointers and giving me guidance and, you know, just giving me, you know, like give me insight on some shit. Let me see that, like, yo, these guys is really just human too. You know, At the end of the day, you know, like he really was one of those guys that I met. Yeah, because he's a legend, as they would say, but he's really just like a cool ass dude that just want to chill and just make some good hip hop music. You know,
right.
You know, it's like, you know, people hold him up in a pedestal, but it's really at the end of the day, it's like
for sure.
He really is just a chill ass dude, man. He really gives off that energy, like, yo, I'm chilling. You know, like I just want to cut my records and just chill. You know, like.
Yeah.
Mind my business, you know?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's the vibe we got from him. We were lucky enough to have him at the lab a couple years ago for an interview. Him and P. Watts came through from Raw Wattage, and we were able to have a nice chat with him. That's a good dude right there.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
He's a funny cat. He's a funny cat once you get to know him. When you sit in the room long enough, man, it's funny shit.
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt.
Word. All right. Well, fellas, we've taken enough of your time. We could sit here for hours and rap with y'all, but
definitely.
Why don't you guys tell everyone where they can go support you, the best way to support you, how can they put some bread in your pocket, and you know, we'll leave it like that, and we'll get into some joints on episode 276. So, Kaine, you want to go, and then Wavy, you can go too, and tell everybody where they come check you.
Yeah. Definitely. Holla at your boy at EddieKaine.com. You know, Bandcamp. Eddie Kaine, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you go to the website first, because you can also purchase my projects through there. So just go to EddieKaine.com, and Instagram is @_Eddie Kaine. It's @_Eddie Kaine on Twitter as well. And just holla at me, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to reach out. You know, I talk back to all the supporters, and you know, I'm thankful for the support. You know, EddieKaine.com. You know, holla at me there. I got some good cook-up coming too. Word.
Yeah. I got the Wavy to God on Bandcamp. I got just like a beat tape on there, man. But like, you guys to check that out. More music is on the way. My Instagram, Wavy to God, Wavy _the_God, GHAWD. And yeah, man. And my Twitter, God Wavy, man. Tap in. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, beautiful.
Boom.
Thank y'all, man. It was a pleasure chatting with you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Meeks, John Doe, thank you for having me. This is, you said, the 6th year anniversary.
Yeah, 6 years,
Wavy,
man.
it's the 6th year anniversary, bro.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah,
man.
They got us on there, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Hell yeah.
And just yeah, man. And just so y'all know, man, y'all got a home over here, man, because we've been, Wavy, I take the liberty with your name, man. Anytime we play a joint that you produce, I just shout out Wavy, man. I just leave it at that. So y'all got a home over here, man. Anytime y'all want to joints, Wavy, if you want to, showcase some beats or whatever.
Pop out on you guys, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
no
word.
doubt.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
got a home over here, man. We fuck with y'all, man, for real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we get through this COVID shit, man.
Man.
Yeah, we get through this COVID shit. Y'all fall through Atlanta, you got to holler at us. We'll do the same if we're up top.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt.
Man.
Definitely.
No doubt.
For sure.
I actually used to live in Georgia too, so.
Oh, word? Okay.
Oh, yeah?
I'm familiar with those. I'm familiar with those parts.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's up.
We can do it. All right, gents. Thank y'all.
Fellas, y'all be good, man.
No
Stay up.
doubt.
Peace.
We'll talk to y'all, man.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.
All right, Meeks. Well, there you go, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Another one for the books.
Back in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wavy the Ghawd. Wavy. Eddie Kaine.
And Eddie
Kaine.
I meant to ask both of them. I'm like, I don't know what it is. Both of those guys, if they're not from the South, they've got roots in the South. It's just too like the flavor and the swagger is just too like, I don't know, man.
I think a lot of people forget about, you know, the great migrations from the South.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To up top East Coast, all the way up to up top Midwest.
Yeah.
Even out to the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? From spots like, you know, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, you know what I'm saying? You know, our people stopped fucking with the South a long time ago.
Yeah. That's very true.
Man, it got to be some other shit to fuck with. Let me go up to Chicago. Let me see what New York got cracking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so
true.
Yeah, they got ties. You know what I'm saying? They got ties to the South. I guarantee it.
Word.
I guarantee it.
I meant to ask Eddie that earlier because when I heard that hook on Avian Flu, I was like, oh, there's just too much. There's just too much sauce on this thing. Like I don't know. I just got that feeling. But
Eddie Kaine is also a reference to the great movie, The Five Heartbeats.
Well,
too.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
perfecto.
Yeah, man. The cast is dope. There's a couple of dope cats right there. It was good to talk to them.
Yes, sir. All right. So Eddie Kaine and Wavy the Ghawd. 1224 is out everywhere. Make sure you go cop it. Watch out for these brothers in 2021. It's going to be something terrible, I promise. And yeah, man, it's the Ghawd, y'all. Meeks and Doe, twice a week.
Southern Vangard Radio, baby. You know what it is.
We out.
No doubt. Go check on the collard greens.
Yeah.
Right quick.
Peace.
I'll be right back.